evening, everybody. We are almost in Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is the day of the Happy New Year for Jewish people and the Torah. And it's actually for the whole world, because that day is the judgment day. It's a day that everyone are being judged, and even animals. It's a day that it's been decided whether we're going to get life, sustenance, love, health, and so on and so on. And all the parashot, the weekly portions in the Torah that are before Rosh Hashanah, one of their purposes is to prepare us, to help us to prepare our vessel to come ready. And I wanted to review with you a few of the psukim, the verses of Parashat Ki Tavo. I'm going to share my screen. I'm not going to review everything, but see, the parasha starts. You have the translation here on the screen, so it will be easier for you. והיה כי תבוא אל הארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך נחלה וישתה וישבת בה. So, yes, we're talking about what will happen and how we need to behave when we are in the land of Israel. And the land of Israel is a very holy place. It's the heart and the soul of the whole world. And it's very, very beautiful and powerful. But if you look through history, it always had, fights over it. And when you think about it, when you look at it on the map, you don't understand what's going on. Why? Such a small country. And look at all the wars and problems and what's going on, right? It doesn't make sense. But you're right, it doesn't make sense because it's not something that comes from just the senses, it comes from above. And to connect truly to the land of Israel, to really even start to grasp what it means to be connected to the land that was promised by Hashem to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and all the descendants that belong to Am Israel, the nation of Israel. To really understand what it means, you really have to feel it with your heart, with your soul, with your brain, with your whole being. And maybe when you close your eyes and you pray to the direction of Jerusalem, you can maybe feel how powerful the connection is, because you can be inside the land of Israel and still not fully connected to what it means to be connected to Israel. So this parasha is telling us what will be and how we should behave. What are the rules that Hashem and the Torah are expecting us to keep when we are in the land of Israel? Because it's not a regular land, and the whole way we need to be connected to it is from the moment that we wake up. How do we behave? How do we work the land? How do we treat each other? How do we judge? To keep the Kohanim, the priests, and the Leviim, and to follow the rules of Hashem. Now today we don't have the Holy Temple in the physical world in Israel. We have just the reminders of it, unfortunately. But all the Jewish people are waiting and hoping that it will be rebuilt and that the Messiah will come. And every day we should treat our day to wake from the moment we wake up, to think positive, to say thank you for everything. We breathe, thank you. We woke up in the morning, it's not for granted. We have family, it's not for granted. We have a work, whether we like our work so much or not, that's a different story. We have a job, great. Should be always positive and always hope to be connected to Hashem. And to say thank you for all the blessings that are in our lives. And you know what? Even if we're going through a trauma, even when we're going through hard things in life, as soon as we think about the good things that we sometimes take for granted, we're already going to be seeing how, lucky we are to be alive, how lucky we are to be a part of God's army to bring this world to be heaven on earth. So this parasha, it has a lot of blessings, and it also has some curses. And again, as I said in the beginning, it has to do with the preparation for Rosh Hashanah that will come soon in the first and second of the Jewish month of Tishrei. And it's a judgment day. So how come the preparation of how we need to behave with the Holy Land, with keeping our promises to Hashem, with keeping the laws wherever we are, but especially the laws that are that has to do with coming into the land of Israel. It has to do with the preparation for Rosh Hashanah, right? So in order for us to be connected to the blessings, we have to purify ourselves. We have to understand that we cannot drag our old self into the new year, because otherwise, basically what I'm saying is that connecting to the blessings is kind of like, it's up to us. Because if we understand, if we do what we call in Hebrew cheshbon nefesh, like really diving into our souls and saying what are the things that are not good for us, what are the things we want to leave behind, and who knows how many lifetimes we're carrying it with us. When we're willing to be brave enough to look at the selfish behavior, at things that are not really good for us, places that we hurt others, then we can really start a healing process, a process of cleansing. Now, the first part of the parasha talks about the first fruits, the fruits of the land, our vegetables, fruits that we're bringing to the Kohen. And then later on, it talks about what the Kohen is asking and what, we're bringing sacrifices to Hashem, again, saying thank you, right? We came to the land that was given to us by Hashem, and now what are we doing? The first thing that is growing, the one that we really want to eat, the first apple, the first peach, the first vegetable, we give it to Hashem. We come to the Kohen, to the high priest, and we give it to him. And then it continues, that you should not forget. You should not forget what happened in Egypt. You should not forget anything that happened and how Hashem heard our prayers. Again, appreciation, remembering who we are as a nation, who we are as individuals, and how Hashem saved us. And don't forget that we asked from Hashem to have a free choice. So Hashem, God, is always there. But he gives us this world as our stage, as our place to practice how to behave, how to reveal light in the world. So after we remember where we came from and what happened in Egypt, that we were slaves, and we appreciate Hashem, and we remember to show our gratitude, show our appreciation, and understanding whether it's hard or not, he brought us to the land of the milk and honey. And yes, we have challenges in life, and we cannot create light in light. We can create light when there's at least some chaos around us. So it's okay. This is the setting right now, but we should always connect to the light and try our best to reveal light and understand it's a part of the game, that we need to look at the darkness and turn it into light, sweeten it. And then it shows here that when you bring your offering, you put it to Hashem, you bow to Hashem. Jewish people don't bow to anyone besides Hashem. And then the most beautiful thing is in verse 11 is that it says, "V'samachta b'chol hatov asher natan lecha Adonai Elohecha ulebeitecha ata v'alevi v'ager asher b'kirbecha." That once you appreciate, once you remember where you were, and you don't forget your history, once you bring your first offering and show your gratitude, then you'll be so happy because you really see all the good that Hashem, God, gave you. And he didn't give it just to you, he gave it to your home. What does it mean to your home? To your household, to your whole family, right? And to everyone else in your nation. Whoever is around you is going to be blessed by this good. And it continues in the parasha to talk about tithing, giving 10% from your money and your whatever you possess. And Hashem is asking us, Saint Zion, verse 16, היום הזה אדוני אלוהיך מצווך לעשות את החוקים האלה ואת המשפטים ושמרת ועשית אותם בכל לבביך ובכל נפשך. So now it goes deeper. When you're truly happy, when you truly appreciate, when you show your gratitude, it's like a process. Then you will keep and perform all these laws, and you'll fulfill them from all your heart and with all your soul. This is a command. You will do it with all your heart and all your soul. But how can you command it, right? If you can command it, it means that once you already did it. Because how can you do something that you never did? So guys, we were all there. Our souls were already there. We were a part of Am Yisrael already. Who knows when, but we were there. And our heart once was so happy with making all these laws, with keeping all those rules, because we knew that these rules are not laws that someone made up. They're from God. They are from the Torah. They're from above. It's from someone special that knows our hearts and knows our souls and know exactly what are the steps to connect to true happiness. And that's one of the things that this parasha is showing us. Now, once we get to Rosh Hashanah itself is a judgment day. On Rosh Hashanah, that's it. Whatever you prepared before, whatever you worked on cleansing inside you, whatever hard effort that you did to fight any depression and connect to true unconditional love and to joy and to happiness that comes from simple appreciation of life and everything on earth, and appreciating and knowing that sometimes even the curses that looks like curses, they're not curses. Everything is one big blessing from God. When we get to Rosh Hashanah and it's a judgment day, that's it. Whatever we did until then, it's done. And in Rosh Hashanah, they open the books. There are books in heaven that there's the book of death, there's the book of life, there's a book in the middle that you kind of don't know. There's like, this person did good things, but they also did bad things. And we want to influence all the angels and all the powers on heaven and earth to write us in the book of life and to give us a beautiful year. So there's some powerful spiritual technology, like the shofar. On Rosh Hashanah, we blow all together in the Aleph and Bet of Tishrei. We blow 100, blowing of the shofar, Some places they do even 101. And the shofar is so powerful. It is made from usually a ram's horn, sometimes antelope, and a kosher animal, not from a cow. And it connects all the way to the binding of Isaac. Instead of sacrificing Isaac, Yitzchak, Hashem revealed the eyes of Abraham and he sent them a huge ram. They sacrificed the ram, and that was the way to fight the Satan. So the frequencies that the shofar makes when it blows are made to destroy any negativity around us. There are special prayers. In fact, there's so many prayers in this time that there's something called machzor. Machzor is a siddur that is just for the Yamim Noraim, for those days of Rosh Hashanah, all the way to Yom Kippur. All these prayers are meant for us to fight for our lives, for our loved ones' lives, for to have a good year. And all the preparations that we can do right now can really help us to come clean and to come with our souls ready to stand there beautiful and as pure as possible, so that the Satan will come and say, okay, I'm looking down. It's not the same person. I don't know. Where is this person I was about to say all the bad things and claim his or her soul? They're not there anymore. We changed. It's not there. And it's in our hands because we ask Hashem for a free choice. And we have a choice in life for the good, for the bad. And when we choose for the good, all the good angels are going to help us to succeed. Even if we go a wrong turn, we'll be able to shift back. Also, when we go with the bad, same thing. So it's up to us. And when we do our job in this world with happiness, with accepting God as our King, as the King of the universe, and we're happy, we're doing and we're keeping all these laws with all of our hearts and all of our souls, we can succeed and we can make the critical mass to help the whole world to heal. I wish you guys a wonderful year, and that may we all be signed in the book of life, and that will bring Mashiach soon, and will bring the redemption of the world with great mercy and love. All the best.